All right. So chapter 4, mid-chapter test assignment. Okay. So number 1, which is the slope-intercept form? So I know that slope-intercept is y equals mx plus b of an equation of a line that contains, so here's my point, x1, y1 with slope. So I'm actually going to have to use y minus y1 equals mx minus x1, where I have to get the y by itself. So this would be y minus negative 3 equals negative 1x minus 0. So this becomes plus 3. So I have y plus 3 equals negative 1x, and then this becomes plus 0. Minus 3, so I know that this has to be y equals negative 1x minus 3. So y equals negative x minus 3. Write an equation in slope-intercept form, so that's y equals mx plus b. With slope negative 3/4, so m becomes negative 3/4. And y intercept is negative 5, so it has to be h. Write an equation that passes through these 2 points. x1, y1, x2, y2. I have to find the slope first. So negative 4 minus 8 over negative 4 minus negative 2. That would be negative 12 over negative 2, which is positive 6. So my slope is 6. So if I know that my slope is 6, then I already know that it has to be b. b is the only one that has slope 6. I need to write this in standard form. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and distribute. So y minus 3 equals 2/3 x minus 4 over 3. I'm going to go ahead and multiply everything by 3. So this would be 3y, so I'm going to multiply everything by 3. So that would be 3y minus 9. Cross off my 3 equals 2x. Minus, cross off my 3, 4. I got to bring my 2x over, so this becomes negative 2x plus 3y equals, or plus 9 equals 4. Minus 9 equals negative 4. I'm going to add 9, so I get negative 2x plus 3y equals 5. But I cannot have a negative in front, so I change all my signs. So 2x minus 3y equals negative 5. So it's got to be j. I need to write this in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to go ahead and distribute first. So this would be y minus 1 equals 2 times x is 2x. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Divided by 2 is just negative 3. Add 1, so y equals 2x minus 2. So y equals 2x minus 2. A cell phone company charges $42 per month of service. The cost of a new cell phone plus 8 months of service is $415.99. How much does it cost to buy a new cell phone and 3 months of service? So the first thing I need to go ahead and do is I'm given $415.99. If I have $415.99 and what I did is I went ahead and I used the cell phone, this was 8 months in service. So that means that if I've been using this for 8 months, I had to pay $42 per month of service. So 42 times 8 gives me 336. So if I subtract 336, so 415.99 minus 336, that gives me $79.99. So how much do I actually have to pay before I even pay $42 per month? I actually have to pay an initial fee. So how much does it cost to buy a new cell phone and 3 months of service. So my new cell phone would be $79.99, but then I'm going to have to add 3 months. So I'm going to have to pay $42 per month. So I'm going to have to add 3 times 42, which gives me $205.99. Nico needs to get his air conditioning fixed, so there's a flat fee, 50 plus an additional 20 per hour. So I know that my function, my equation has to be y equals 20x plus 50, because my flat fee is 50. That's where we start, and that is my slope. So write an equation to represent this. Use t for total cost. So my y becomes t. My h becomes my x. So 20h plus 50. If I want to go ahead and graph this, so this is my equation. So t equals 20h plus 50. And if I want to go ahead and graph this, I actually start at 50, and my slope is 20 over 1. So I got to go up 20. So 50 plus 20 is 70 over 1. 20 over 1. Up 20 over 1. And I can continue this, and that would be my line. How much will it cost Nico for the technician if he spends 4 hours? So my h becomes 4. So the total would be 20 times 4 plus 50. 20 times 4 is 80. 80 plus 50 is 130. How many hours must the technician work to cost Nico 180? So the total is 180, 20h plus 50. So we actually have to solve for h. I get rid of my 50, so that's 130 equals 20h divided by 20. 130 divided by 20, so 130 divided by 20 gives me 6 hours and a half. 6.5 hours. And we are done.